To be fair, you were outnumbered 4-1, but it did take us like 3 turns. Like even with that numerical advantage.
Vex, get out of the back. What are you doing? No, he's also supposed to go. He stayed home.
I have my vanilla tea ready so I can soothe my vocal cords after I do a goblin voice.
I have my Pepsi ready so I can singe my vocal cords so I can do a brewery voice.
And on that note, who wants to talk about what happened last game?
We learned that spiders are not good at mimicry.
I have questions.
I'm gonna be mute for a second. Y'all can continue though.
So we followed the trail further into the woods. We actually did go to a cabin in the woods. We spoke to a spider. We spoke about a rat. I opened a cabinet. And then everything went white for me. And interesting for everybody else.
We really had to beat the shit out of the professor.
My secondary character had this urge to walk in that direction. It was looking that way.
So many questions.
He got possessed by a ghosty. And the only way, we only had one style of exorcism.
Yeah, our exorcist was lost in the woods.
That feeling when your cleric isn't there, but someone's possessed by ghosts.
It was like the power of pain compels you. The power of pain compels you.
I might need another level or two before I can perform exorcisms.
Good to know. Good to know. Not opening anything for a while.
And we found papers in the bottom of the thingy, at the bottom of the cabinet that was opened. And we found like a map to the druid hideout that we're trying to get to.
And I think somebody found a secret room or a secret scroll that opened up to a secret room or something. I don't know, something along those lines. I'm misremembering that. It was like the very last thing before the game ended.
Oh yeah, we're hunting evil druids, aren't we?
We found a map within it, and then we were using the map to follow it through the woods. And I had to leave signs so that our cleric friend could follow us.
And I believe you guys were actually getting a little bit away from the shack before settling down for the night.
Yeah, we left markers for our cleric friend to follow us. We went through the woods. We actually found our goblin friend found us a little section within the woods to camp. I believe that's where we left off. We're getting ready for our first long rest.
Yeah. So who's rolling a survival check to find a good spot?
I can, or if someone else has a higher survival of 4.
Oh no, I just got 3.
Three as well, but Hawthorne will put a hand on you and say, rats can either be a source of pestilence or a source of food, depending on the day. And in doing so, give you guidance.
Guidance? I'll take it. I'll look at you confused, but I'll still take the guidance.
D4 is a D4.
That's right. Does anybody else want to assist me at all? I think that is enough.
I mean,
I don't think I'm there yet.
Nope, you are not.
I can help.
You want to give me advantage?
Yeah, because I only have
Good. So I rolled a 16 plus 4 plus 4, so 22. Right? No, 24. 24.
Nice. You managed to find one of the few dry patches of land. Seems like a good spot to lay out your bedrolls. Jeff, we're getting a little bit of feedback. FYI.
Oh, sorry, thank you.
No worries. But it seems like a really good spot to camp.
Perfect. So, looking through, I find a really dryish spot, and I tell everyone they need to go camp over there, somewhere else. No, I'm just kidding.
Go away.
Leave me the fuck alone and go over there. No, I'll direct everybody, give the ground a little pat with my boot, and say this looks like the driest spot in the swamp you'll ever find. And then, begin, take off my pack and doing I'm gonna stay here for the night.
Sounds good.
Should somebody be the watch person? I've never been in a large group of travelers before, but I think traditionally they appoint a watch person.
Yeah,
I'll be the first one.
No, I can take the first one.
All right, well, I'll take the second one.
That sounds good to me. We should probably have a third watch as well.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Perfect.
Okay.
So,
With your
Aaron will take out stuff, start taking stuff. He'll keep his armor on for the first watch.
So we're gonna cut back to Helios.
Oh, Helios.
Oh, goody.
So, why did you fall behind?
Yeah, Helios.
Well, see, there was this flower with a really big flower blossom and a very vibrant color. And it just really caught my eye, so I went over to investigate it and didn't realize the sounds of everyone else was going off in the distance, and no one noticed I was missing.
No, we noticed.
By the time I broke my attention away from the flower, I was alone in the swamp.
Helios not paying attention as they went, yeah, go.
Where'd everybody go? Hello? Oh, shoot. And then I just kind of start tromping off in the direction I think they went.
Sure. Roll me a survival check. I'll give you advantage because the tracks are not that hard.
It is a
And
small.
I mean,
signs.
what I mean is your comrades did not purposefully hide their tracks.
Surprisingly, I'm actually trained in survival.
Nice.
Yeah.
19.
You find yourself shortly at a shack where signs of combat are. But it looks like Darren has left some trail markers on the way, suggesting that they left, and there's no bodies, so if someone died, they took them with them.
Signs of combat, but no bodies. Well, that's weird. Oh, hey. I find some signs and I start heading in that direction.
Okay. Oh, I will be right back. Percy just opened something foul.
Uh-oh.
I've been abandoned again.
Percival, why?
Uh-oh. In before we discover he's been skunked again.
These are always the worst things to find out he's been skunked. Yeah.
I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Percy found an old milk cup that had, rolled under a desk or a chair or something and then popped it open with his paw.
That's rough.
Okay, anyway, smells like swamp in here for sure.
He's setting the mood for you.
He's helpful like that.
What a good boy.
Alright, so, Helios. Following the trails, you find everyone more or less as you approach camp. Are you saying anything as you approach camp? Just wandering right in.
Where'd you guys go?
Eldritch Blast. I will draw my sword, though. As soon as I hear the voice, I'll draw my sword and then realize who it is. And then sheath it.
Like, tromping through the mud and trying to shake mud off my boots as I approach. So, question. Why is everyone camping out here when there was a perfectly good abandoned shack in the middle of nowhere with signs of a scuffle and no bodies and is obviously the site of something dangerous? I think I answered my own question.
Ghosts.
Oh,
Yeah, it's haunted. Yeah, you don't want to go back there.
were there still ghosts there? Because yeah,
you don't necessarily expel them.
Huh.
It's possible. It's possible that they might have possessed you and you don't know it either.
I don't think that's a thing.
It is a thing. The professor right here got possessed and we had to beat the hell out of him and to dispel the ghost.
But you all noticed it.
This time, but next time, we might not. Ghosts, they can be tricky. I don't know if you know much about them.
I try to avoid ghosts mostly.
Tricky things. They can get in your mind, possess you, make you do things that you never expected you could do. Kill people.
That
Mostly.
sounds like a convenient excuse for a murderer.
murderer could use that as an excuse. So he'd still probably be executed.
I would like to change the subject. I am sorry I said anything. Hi, everybody.
Hawthorne helpfully digs out a last third of the rat of the rat body that she took from the cabin and hands it to Helio.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. I'll receive it. What's that? I look
Rat.
past him. Deliberately looking past Hawthorne after I take the rat.
If you get lost a lot, I could help. I make maps.
No, I mean, what's that? And I point past him.
I look around.
I toss the rat over my shoulder into the distance.
Hawthorne falls for it.
I definitely see all that, and I give Helios a thumbs up.
Wow, delicious. Is that a fire? I'm going to help with the fire.
Yeah, are you guys starting a fire? Like, is there dinner happening, or?
Do I know how to cook?
Oh, I know how to cook.
Anise knows how to cook, but she really doesn't have anything to cook with, or to cook with. So she's just gonna eat her rations.
I have a cooking set.
Hawthorne is going to be like, oh, do we need a fire source?
I mean, that would be helpful to start a fire.
I'm gathering some stones and putting it in a circle for a pit.
She takes out her large hunting dagger, and like from her other hand, a couple of she gets out like stardust appears in her hand, and she throws it up, and the stardust collects around the dagger and sets it on fire, and she casts Flame Blade. You could cook it with this. It lasts 10 minutes.
We could use that to start the fire.
Hawthorne helpfully waits until a fire has been set up for her to stab. She is being a team player in the way she understands it.
I love it.
Helios merrily puts together a little fire pit for Hawthorne to stab.
She stabs it like when you're not far away enough from it, so you have to like jump back a little bit as it ignites.
Oh, that's fine. I'm resistant to fire.
Yeah.
Especially when people are trying to burn you.
Why would anyone want to burn you?
Shrug a little bit. Some people think I'm bad luck.
Are you bad luck?
Not that I've noticed. I mean, I was just abandoned in a swamp, so I'm kind of wondering, I guess.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we didn't necessarily abandon you. You just didn't come along.
I was standing in one place.
And we were walking in a different direction. Listen, who's at fault here? The person that was standing in one place or the people who were walking away?
I think they're both at fault.
Yeah, I feel like an argument could be made either way there.
I blame the flower.
So you saw it too, right?
But yeah.
I mean, how can you... well, you obviously didn't stop to investigate, but you can totally understand why.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Did you pick
And
it?
it was.
I did not.
So there's no proof that there was a flower then.
Hawthorne literally just saw it. Or said she saw it.
Maybe she was just trying to make you feel better.
Why would I do that?
Exactly. Why would she do that? Should I be offended?
I'm sorry, I thought it was bad to lie.
No, that's appropriate in most circumstances.
I disagree.
That lying is bad
Depends on the reason you're lying.
in most circumstances.
There's always a circumstance for lying.
White lies are alright, but I wouldn't keep a very big lie. I wouldn't want to have it pile up, snowball, just get worse.
Oh, they always get worse. They always pile up.
You're just not telling the right lie, I guess.
So there's
mad at lying.
some circumstances when it's better not to lie.
Right.
Exactly.
And then there are circumstances where it's better to lie.
Right.
Exactly.
What are you
And
talking
Darren-
about again?
Darren's just gonna start reading his book.
What are you reading?
A book.
Is that a lie?
No, it's really a book. It's in my hands physically, as you can see it.
I mean,
sorry.
it could be a journal. Journals look like books.
I mean, journals could just be books.
Unless it's a diary.
I mean, that could still be a book, could it not?
Doesn't have
Stories
to
of
be.
the person, life, wouldn't that be a book?
Some people write on cave walls.
This is true. This is true. And Darren will go back to reading his book.
I don't think he's the talking type.
I'm still not convinced he wasn't trying to murder the mayor.
Oh, I think I totally well, maybe not totally misread it, but I think I maybe overreacted a bit.
Oh, indeed, you did overreact on that.
I don't think I was wrong. I just think I might have overreacted.
No, you were wrong. I was not trying to murder the mayor. I was actually asking the mayor questions. And you notice that Darren has not took his eyes off his book.
So can you read and talk at the same time? Because I could never figure that out.
Oh, that is a tricky one. How do you know what to pay attention to?
You pay attention to everything, not just one thing. A focused mind, it's a dangerous one.
That seems incredibly distracting.
To each is his own, I guess.
There's a story of a man who's had an axe right between his noggin, sliced his brain in half, was able to read 2 books at the same time.
That's amazing.
That is a very unique skill.
You meant mad.
Did you figure out how to do that without the cranial trauma?
I don't think so.
I feel like removing the axe would have helped.
Oh no, it was removed. He somehow survived, and yeah, he could read 2 books at the same time.
I wonder if he could have held a conversation at the same time while he was reading 2 books. That would have been impressive.
Hawthorne is going to scrutinize Darren's face, see if there's a notable indentation on his forehead. To explain that why he's able to read and talk at the same time.
Are you just looking at his face?
Yeah, there's no subtlety involved.
It's just no noticeable scars on his face, no.
But he can do it and I don't think he's been chopped in the head.
That we're aware of.
Have you been chopped in the head?
I have not been chopped in the head.
Would you lie if you had been?
That's something for you to figure out.
Of course, depending on the trauma, he might not even know.
I'm gonna go make some maps. Goodbye. And Hawthorne casts jump on herself and jumps to the top of the highest.
Whoa!
Onto the top of the highest tree with a couple of pieces of paper and starts scribbling furiously. And she wants to make maps of the. She has a cartographer's kit. It's the most slapdash cartographer's kit anyone's ever made. But she's scrutinizing the position of like the stars and the constellations to try to create maps for in case anyone gets lost again.
I adore that. Please roll survival with advantage.
Every time I have a character that has a weird item proficiency, I'm like, well, I'm gonna force this in every conversation.
Oh, you have an item proficiency. Yeah, roll your item.
Okay, I rolled the survival check and got a 15, but I don't know what is the
I will say your wisdom.
Okay, then I roll wisdom with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, that would have been this. Okay, I'll roll that again.
We're all figuring it out.
D&D Beyond would start functioning. Oh, it's a nat 20 for 23.
Look at that.
Nice. Sometimes.
This is some nice fucking map.
Yeah, sometimes the art just works. Please mark down that you have a masterwork map of the swamp in your inventory.
Will do.
Sometimes the art just arts.
You touch a part of the map and it gives you different options of terrain or.
I mean, it's not that great. It's not magic, but it is definitely a beautiful, well-done map. It's the sort of thing that the mayor might be able to could be convinced to buy. Just a thought. Or another adventurer in the small town.
Interesting.
Maps for sale. Maps.
And then Hawthorne will then go to sleep on the branch of a tree, like a cat in a cat tree.
Troy will go to sleep until it's his time for a watch.
Okay, everyone going to sleep? Except for the person on watch?
That'd be me.
Yeah.
And Lula will be up with you.
Lula can go to sleep.
Lula's a robot. It's not going to do much.
I'm gonna kill the robot.
John, do you want to go to Whispers or stay in Gen Chat?
Everybody can hear it. I don't think anybody will metagame here, so.
Okay.
So as everybody falls asleep, Darren notices everybody's asleep. He'll wait for the calmness of the air, and he'll sneak off into the woods. He is looking for any type of medium-sized animal.
Medium size. All right. Roll me a survival check, please.
That is a 22.
Okay.
And now you all find out the reason why I'm proficient at hunting.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, you find a swamp deer, which are definitely a thing that exist. Moss hanging from its antlers, almost as if it's grown there. Maybe it does grow there, maybe it just kind of falls there and he doesn't eat it. But you find a swamp deer.
Yeah. The one thing that Darren always keeps on him, and one item that I did take, is the drowse. What is it? Looking for it. It is the poison that puts you to sleep.
Yep, drow poison.
Yes. And I keep it on my bow. My crossbow. On one of the tips of the bolts. And I'm going to shoot that deer. In the hide. In the hind. Behind.
Alright.
Now, do I get the drop? Do I get an advantage on it because I snuck up on it?
Roll a stealth check and we'll see.
Sure. Natural 20. Really wish I got that for the shot.
Well, you get to roll the shot with advantage.
I'll take that. And I am proficient with the crossbow. That is 17 is good. 17 plus. That is a 24.
24. Yeah, you drop it.
Okay. Once the creature is asleep, I'm going to sneak up upon it. I'm going to sink my fangs into its throat. And I'm going to try to drain the creature not to death, just to feed.
Okay.
Do you want me to make any kind of...
Oh, wisdom
on
saving
that?
throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw? I'm proficient in those. Natural 20.
God damn.
I am fucking rolling good tonight,
You-
and I am very happy about it.
This is not a new skill for you. This is a practice, this is a routine. And in fact, you have it down to a routine. You know exactly how much to take from this sort of animal, this large of an animal, without permanently damaging it. It'll be woozy in the morning, and it might run afoul of a crocodile, but that blood won't be on your hands. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit literally, depending on how messy of an eater you are, but...
Very clean. I'm a very clean eater, because I'm also going to try to, number one, disguise the scent on the deer.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of cover it to hide it so no prey could, or no predators could find it.
Alright.
I'll make a survival check for that.
Very
That's
polite.
good. That's a 9.
A 9. It's covered. It'll be fine.
Did my best.
It's just taking a little nappy. Might be an extra long nap.
And then I will make my way back to the camp. I'm going to try to be quiet, but I'm not, like... Once I get close to the camp, it's not like I'm trying to be completely stealthy about it.
Yeah.
Because I already know the excuse in my head that I'm going to put out there. And, yeah, so I make my way back to the camp. Better nourished.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I'll, the remainder of the night, just stay up for watch and wake up the next person that's supposed to be woken.
Sounds good. Who's on second watch?
Me.
All right.
And just for the sake of saying, when you left, Lula didn't leave because I basically said, watch the camp. I watched you when you came back. And I'm like, hey, where the hell did you go? Of course, Lula doesn't talk, so I'm not going to know anything. But Lula watched.
Alrighty. And the professor's
did
up
you-
on second watch.
You talked to her, though. So did she tell you anything?
I don't think Steel Defenders talked to me.
Cool, good.
Not
Even
from what I've
better.
read.
Your turn, and I'm going to go to sleep.
So that'd be an investigation check for the night or something?
It's gonna be a perception check. Actually, first you're gonna roll me 2d20s, just fate dice.
Oh. Wow. 6.
Okay, a 2 and a 4. Good to know.
See, I need to be possessed to get the good rolls.
Alright, now roll perception check. Okay. Your watch goes uneventfully.
Did we decide who's going next?
Hawthorne,
Hawthorne.
who we all decided is so trustworthy.
Okay.
After she started a fire by stabbing it.
Hawthorne, who's up a tree?
Hawthorne
Who's up
goes
a tree?
Best viewpoint.
How to wake somebody in a tree without them falling. I go up, I put my arm out, I whisper down to Clancy. Clancy goes down my arm, crawls up the tree, walks over to her head, and just starts tapping on her forehead.
She like instantly pounces awake like a startled cat. And like is like tries to pick up Clancy to bite him before she realizes that this is the metal crab. So she awkwardly puts it down. Puts it down and pets it. And then just jumps down from limb to limb to get back onto the ground.
Your turn. It's been uneventful so far.
All right. Sorry that I almost bit the metal crab.
That's okay. I could have repaired if that had happened. I'm sure Clancy would have preferred you didn't, but, you know, that's okay. We were willing to take that chance. I don't think Clancy would have taken it personally.
Look at Clancy. I look deep into Clancy's robotic soul.
Clancy just waves one arm slowly like, hey, please don't eat me.
She definitely doesn't think about it and goes to take her watch.
And again, I'm going to leave Lula up, but I'm also going to have Lula kind of sit over next to you, kind of like curled up. I'm going to go lay down again.
A perception check?
Yeah, 2d20s.
Okay, sorry, I rolled the perception check first. I got a 17.
That doesn't matter. It's just fate
That-
dice. They all go together.
I got a 19 and a 16 and an 8.
Okay, good to know. Your watch goes uneventfully.
Okay.
Dawn, Dawn's, dawning. Sorry, words.
Dawn dawns.
When Hawthorne had to change some of her spells around.
Mm-hmm.
So she dropped Flame Blade, and is going to pick up Detect Object.
All right, makes sense. No.
I just thought it'd be helpful.
Alrighty. Are you waking people up in the morning, or just kind of letting them wake up on their own?
How would they do things in Goblin Town? So how then would Hawthorne think it should be done probably?
Depends on if there's like things to do, I suppose.
She'd give them 45 minutes of sleep, and then after exactly 45 minutes had passed, she'll clap her hands and scream, "Wake up!"
Are we talking scream like, "Hey, time to get up," or is this like bloody murder screaming, "Time to get up"?
Somewhere in between.
I imagine it's like screeching up the stairs, like when you're when you tell a kid to go get somebody and they're like, "Yeah, sure," and they just scream really loud.
Yeah, it's basically that.
Hey, can you go get your sister? Yeah, Mindy, get down here. That's not what I asked. Go.
Is a 15 con check enough to sleep through it?
Oh boy, if you're trying to, like, I feel, yeah, you can like roll over and like put your arm over your ear. You probably wake up like a little bit, but it wouldn't take much to go back to sleep.
Hawthorne will then get closer and then yell again.
I'll roll again with disadvantage.
She thinks she's helping.
14.
Yeah, no, you're not sleeping through that.
I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. Sleep.
Good morning. The stars didn't change last night. I checked.
I'm sorry. The stars didn't... Have you run into that before?
No, sometimes different ones are brighter.
Okay.
So different ones are brighter. And other than shiny flowy things are in the sky.
Alright, well. Unless we're going to be doing some type of a morning meal, which we need to do that, probably should be off.
Aaron's already got his bedroll wrapped up, ready. He's like getting that last, leather lace on his armor. He's like, I'm already ready to go.
Helios is only just now sitting up.
Anise was like already waking up before Hawthorne started screaming. So the screaming was just like, oh, yeah,
Respect the goblin energy.
Don't you hate when you wake up just before your alarm?
yeah, basically how it was.
Oh, so we're not sitting around for breakfast, we're just getting nothing.
I mean, we got rations. I don't really have anything to hunt or Fuck.
So good. I got some rations. I got some muffins.
I have some rations if anybody needs some.
Helios will slowly wake up over the course of the next hour.
How big is Helios?
They are... I actually have this written down. 5'6". Slender build.
Okay, never mind then. I was gonna say, an hour later you wake up on Lula as we're just walking. We didn't even wait anymore. We just kind of put you on the back and walked off. But I think that'd be a bit big.
As like Helios is like slowly waking up, like eating their ration. Darren's just standing like over them, staring down at him. You can't eat that on the way.
It's bad for your digestion. Digestion. Bad for your digestion. Want some?
No.
And see, what I pictured that scene going was, do you want some? I pictured you leaning over and basically eating everything that's in his hand.
Jeez.
See? You're out of it. You're done. We can go now.
No.
Okay. So you're heading.
Darren
Oh, go ahead.
has not moved until Helios is done.
Did we have things we were trying to identify?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Didn't we get
Interesting.
a scroll that said like in case of home or when you need home or something like that?
Break glass?
Yeah, but so Jill had it, and Jill just ghosted game. So we're gonna see how that plays out of character.
Gotcha. In which case I think not.
Okay.
It might magic hands its way into someone else's inventory at some point, but say levy. All
Say
right.
Levy?
So you have a map, and you're heading to a direction.
Yes.
Okay.
And I am no longer lost.
And you're no longer lost. No one is lost.
Everything is coming up Millhouse.
All right. So I suppose I should introduce you all to this map.
Hey, there's a man.
There's a map.
It's a map. It's a map.
You all are approaching from the top left.
Top left. This map is huge.
Yep.
There's a reason.
I think Hawthorne is sociably riding on Helio's shoulders as they walk, continuing the addition, making a second page to the map that she's been making.
I honestly don't think my strength could support you.
In which
Right,
case,
Lula.
Which stat is my dump stat?
in which case she's is doing it on Anise.
The first time Hawthorne jumped on Helios' shoulders, they promptly collapsed under the weight.
There was a sound.
I'm fine.
Nice. So a goblin hops on Anise. Anise pauses, turns around again, and is just like, okay, I guess you can ride on me.
Oh, sorry, should I have asked?
I mean, doesn't matter. I'm kind of used to kids jumping on me. You're kid-shaped.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm much better in combat than a child, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Be surprised, children have very good aim.
I'm confident that I could defeat any child in the town, if it came to that.
Okay, we're not gonna beat up children.
I'm not saying I would, just that I could.
I believe you, but at the same time, we're not beating up children.
Oh, I wouldn't be physical. I'd use magic.
That's cute.
Hawthorne shrugs.
So, Darren with the map.
Sorry, I gotta take a second. It wouldn't be physical, I'd use magic, it just kind of maybe ended me. Okay.
Yeah, well, my dad can beat up your dad. Fireball!
Your dad cheated.
God. Anyway, so Darren with the map. Darren with the map knows that you guys need to get to the bottom right-hand side, where there is a large tree, which both does not seem to match the surrounding area in that it is completely devoid of life in general, but also does not seem to be a tree that is local to the area. Like, it's not a tree that's local to the area. Seems sus.
Is the water like waist high, or is it like we gotta swim?
This would be a swim, and you could definitely choose to swim.
About what's the distance from, like, I'm thinking alligators. We're trying to get to the tree in the bottom corner, right?
Yeah, alligators are definitely a concern if you decide to swim.
Swamp water.
Swamp water is also a concern.
Well, Professor walks up and goes,
That's quite a jump.
I can walk across, even on the floor, because I'm somewhat of a water-based fellow, as it were, and I can hold my breath up to an hour, so even if I go underwater, I'm good. And after our last encounter, I decided to be a bit more prepared this morning, and I kind of put my hand out and little sparks flare up a bit. So even if underwater, it'd be a little shocking.
So it's 20 feet to cross. According to that, it's 20 feet to cross from island to island here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't, just taking in the surroundings, does it look like it's anything but vegetation on that island, or does it look like there's any thorns over there?
Roll me another survival or perception. I'll let you choose. It'll affect your answer.
No. What? My survival's higher. It's a 23.
23. Survival?
Survival.
Yeah,
Yes.
you see that some of the ground here maybe looks patchy. Like,
And this is definitely not inspired by Breath of the Wild at all. The thing that's happening in my brain.
mm-hmm.
So I have the cantrip shape water.
Okay.
And one of the uses of shape water is to freeze a 5-foot cube of water.
Okay.
Could I freeze a cube like in I'm trying to like 2 spaces down from where Darren is and like use that as like a stepping stone to hop down to this island? So that we don't have to, or this little rock, I guess.
Like a 10-foot jump compared to a 20-foot jump.
Yeah.
Can you ping the square that you want to turn into ice?
I'm pretty sure I can, but I don't know. If I just click, does it do it?
If you click and hold down the left mouse key.
There we go.
Alright, so that one.
Is where I was thinking. I guess it could also be, if we wanted it to be equidistant, I guess it could be here.
Well, if it's equidistant, that might make it easier to hop across without getting wet with swamp water.
This is a pretty tall rock, this one here.
Yeah, the one on the corner there?
Yeah, it's solidly...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So probably the one in front of, either we do the one in front of you, Hawthorne, or we do the one like almost directly in front of me so we can get on the other side of the rock, if that makes sense.
Like here?
Yeah, so we could do like this one here. Or we could do that one there, right here.
Yeah,
but it would be... So, this is a rock as well, right? And I imagine it's probably roughly about the same size as this one, which is a rather large. That's what we'll assume that it is. So if you froze water right here, we're coming down off a drop onto it, which could end up bad, right?
If it's less than, or a little less than 10 feet across, we can always jump.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. That spot right there looks perfect to me.
Then yeah, then I'm down for it.
Okay, which spot?
The one that was then highlighted.
Oh, okay, the one that I put the ice block in. That's very convenient.
I thought that was Hawthorne who did that.
Oh no, I did it. I just was like, I'm gonna make it right here, and then we can move it to where it needs to go.
No, you nailed it. It's gonna be very funny if this water was completely safe and there was no danger in just swimming across.
We'll find out it's seltzer water.
We could test it.
But Hawthorne will jump across first to make sure to see if it's safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you roll a dex check. The DC won't be very high, but I will make you roll one, just because you are trying to jump and land on ice.
Okay. It's a 21.
Yeah, easy enough.
Okay.
Oh, good thinking. Once Hawthorne's across, Helios is going to go next because that looks like fun. Dexterity, you said?
Yep.
Yes! That's a 4.
You jump. You slide. Okay?
Wait, I'm a 4. Guidance is not going to do anything.
You did say it wasn't a very high DC, so a +4 might, even if you get a +1, it might help.
Where's my guidance?
Plus, it's a cantrip.
That's not... Come on now. Ooh, 8.
Better than a 4.
Okay. There's a slip, a slide, and a splash as you land in the water.
Yeah! Swamp water.
We're just gonna quickly move into turn-based mode.
I wonder why
Yeah,
that
the
would be.
entire lake is one gigantic gelatinous cube.
Oh, fuck, dude. That would suck so bad.
That's actually a better idea than what I had going, but sure.
Yeah, no. Shut up, Jim.
What's your all's favorite goo monster in the monster manual? Mine is the Elder Ooglax. But yeah, roll initiative. Yeah, Jeff, don't just stare at it.
Oh, hold on, I haven't cleared last time's initiative. Hold on. Alright, now everyone roll initiative.
That's worse.
You can change it yourself, and then with your last roll that you got. Yeah. Click on the little box next to your initiative, and then erase it and put whatever you rolled last time. You just need to throw you on the board. Unless you want to take a 4.16.
It doesn't matter either way.
I just have to go save
Right
the
click.
floating Helios. Because I have a feeling this thing is going to have a damn current.
Why, there is a current. It's funny you should mention that.
Well, I had a good feeling. Jim, your token, click your token. Like, just click
I've
on your token.
Done
left
it like
click.
4 times
Nope,
so far.
You got to make sure it's highlighted. Click on your token.
Yep, Professor Terry, highlighted, it's blue.
So, once you have the box around it, and then you can roll your initiative.
I got the 3 dots on top, 2 dots underneath. Try it one more time.
And there you are.
I feel the spirits from the closet coming back.
Alright, beginning of the round. The lair actions might be affected. Hold on a moment.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard it right.
Huh, what?
You heard it right. Oh my fucking lord. Here comes the alligator.
Oh my god, it's an actual underwater alligator token. That is amazing.
Doo 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 doo.
The bonuses of playing in Roll20 is that I have 5 years worth of game plus of just shit and assets.
Alligators.
There's one alligator. And there's the other flat fuck. Darren, you're up.
Can you swim?
Yes, the water is just rank.
It's rank and it's moving swiftly to the east.
Uh-oh.
Um,
There's a current!
So I'm going I'm going to attempt to jump onto apparently the ice cube. Is it athletics, right?
Yeah, athletics. Or dexterity,
15.
whichever you'd like.
It don't matter. 1 + 1, 1 + 2.
Okay.
So landing here, I'm actually going to extend my hand for Helios. Not very strong, but I can do what I can. You're so gonna drag me in the water. I can't wait for it.
Darren said he's not very strong.
Yeah.
A thought just occurred to me. Do we have any strong people in this party?
Professor, probably.
Not me.
Ish.
Oh no.
The party has a weakness.
So, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Annis, you're up.
Alright, how tall is this mossy rock? Do you think I could,
It's like 10
down?
feet.
Okay, never mind. I have rope. I have 50 feet of rope.
Sure do.
And can I throw it at Helios?
Yeah, with an athletics check.
Alright. That is a 14. I get no pluses to that.
Yeah, you can throw a rope to Helios.
Alright, I hold on to the other side and I swing the rope out to Helios. Catch this! And hopefully catch it. I do throw it out like a bit ahead of them. So if they move into it, they'll be able to grab it.
Yeah. Professor, you're up.
Are the alligators heading in our direction, or are they just there?
They are heading in your direction quick, fast, and in a hurry, because something hit the water. Something that probably tastes delicious.
No, I don't.
All right. Then I am going to. So I'm going to just jump in the water. And not worried about it because I can hold my breath, push comes to shove. And I'm going to work my way across. And I got a movement of 30, and I don't think, I'll read it again, I think. Natural self-defense. There was something doing with water. I guess not. Maybe I was reading too much into being a turtle. Okay. Is this considered difficult terrain? Because of the water flow?
I don't understand the question, I guess.
Because of the current, is it considered difficult terrain, or can I go my full movement?
You'll have to roll an athletics check to swim.
Okay.
Because it's pretty deep, and you can't just walk across.
I could. I can hold my breath. I can hold my breath for an
Okay,
hour.
if you'd like to sink to the bottom and walk across, that's an option.
Yep, I'll just do that.
Okay. Then, yeah, it's difficult terrain because of the current.
So that makes it half my speed.
Yep.
Brings me right over to here. Yep. And then my tail defender is actually going to come right up to the edge in case it's needed. And I'm going to actually have Clancy with defender
Okay.
for the moment. And those are my turns.
Sounds good. What you doing, Helios?
There's a lot of stuff happening around me. There's a current pulling at me. Darren is reaching for me, and there's a rope being tossed into the water by me. So, I guess first I would try to reach for Darren, and if that messes up, I'm going to go for the rope.
Sure. Grapple check.
All right. So, athletics check. Ah! That is a 12.
Alright, so this is kind of like a reverse skill check. Darius, roll me a dexterity with disadvantage, but you want to roll low?
Okay. With disadvantage, can you dexterity check or?
Yeah, check.
That is a 8.
Alright, Helios, you grab Darius.
Pull me up! This water stinks!
That is exactly what I'd be worried about. I'll wait for my turn to try to pull Helios out.
Alrighty.
My passive perception is 11. I have no idea what's in the water.
Hawthorne, you're up.
Okay. So we currently have the professor is in the water. Helios is about to get out of the water, and we have some number of alligators coming for us.
Yes.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's any closer than the ones that we already know about?
Sure.
That's a dirty 20.
No, it looks like those two are the closest ones currently.
Okay. I see one that's like downstream to the right. Is there another one that I'm missing?
Let's see. There's one here. And one here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Doing a good blending
those
into that rock.
I thought those were leaves.
No, those are not leaves.
Okay, alligators are presumably going to be pretty fast, but I mean...
Oh, you're right. They should be large. Thanks for the reminder, guys.
Happy to help.
Remind no one. There was no one I ever reminded. I didn't say that. That was Jim. Again, Jim.
Jim did not remind you of that. Jim just thought they looked like leaves.
I fixed it.
Homework.
I mean,
You know,
I just
baby
assume most of
alligators
them
are a thing. You know, they're just.
I just assumed most of them was underwater.
I'm just gonna hold an action to if any of the gators get really close, I'm gonna hit them with Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And I'll bonus action Shillelagh with my dagger.
Sounds good.
This is about the time the Darius things to himself. When I traveled alone, this was much easier. Darren is not happy at all right now. That's a really large alligator coming our way.
The real question is, can my passive of 11 see him coming?
I don't think being stealthy.
No, they're not being stealthy, and they are crawling all over each other.
Hey, what's that? Oh, there's alligators in the swamp.
Stop flailing.
You're not the one in front of the alligators.
Stop flailing.
Darren, you're up.
Pull faster, pull faster.
I'm gonna try. So, just to kind of help myself. I don't really need it, but I'm gonna use my spider climb to lock my feet in and yank Helios out of the water. No, it's not good. That's 7.
It's the flailing, really. That's what you
Yeah.
tell yourself as you struggle to pull someone up onto the ice. Wet someone onto the ice.
Will you stop flailing?
You're bigger than me. You're supposed to be stronger than this.
You are flailing. That's like what I can do. Try climbing on me or something. Stop flailing.
Yes, you're up.
Alright, I have no ranged attacks. And Helios is being helped by Darren, and there's alligators down there. I could acid breath them, but I can only do it once a day, so I don't know if I want to eat that or not. I have 2 daggers, and I really don't want to have one go missing in the swamp, so...
Oh, I just had an idea.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna hold my turn. I am going to draw a dagger.
Okay.
If the alligator gets close enough to Helios to attack, I will sacrifice a dagger and throw it at him.
Alright, sounds good.
Do you think that Hawthorne's reaction guiding bolt, should I roll that, do you think?
What was the trigger?
I don't know. I don't know. Would you consider this being close enough to have triggered it?
Well, I think you said... Okay, so what did you say the trigger was?
I'll be on. I said get close to, but I don't think I specified how close, which should have been more. I should have been more specific.
Okay,
I'll leave that up to DM Fiat.
Okay, so I thought you said next to.
That's probably what I said. But don't worry. I feel like I'll have my chance soon.
Yeah, don't worry.
Actually, I have an idea, but it's up to the DM. Would it be a bonus action to tie rope to a dagger? Or would that be a full action? Because I gotta pull it back in.
I'd say, given that you have to pull it back in and then tie it, I would say that would probably be a full action.
I'll do that for my turn since I can't really do anything else. So I'll
Okay.
pull the rope back in.
Sounds
and
good.
tie it to the dagger.
All right. Professor, you're up.
Okay. I have a thing I could do, but it's probably going to hurt me in the process, so we're not going to do that. So I'm actually going to use my claws and go for this one here. So claw attack.
You're just hitting scale, unfortunately.
Well, then I will back up. So I moved up. So I'm sure that wasn't the same square. So I would have moved up for that. Back, so that's 5, 10. I can move another 5 feet.
Mhm.
And so that's
So-
my turn, and then
That is out of the water and onto the other island.
okay. For Lula's going to do Forced Empowered Rend.
Lula has to
'cause
move into
that's-
range first.
That's within 5 feet.
That's not a
No,
flat
within
surface.
That's not
That rocks
considered in
in.
the square.
No,
All right. Well, then I will move into the water,
Okay.
and that's
Okay.
that's my bonus action, I guess. And those are the way
Force
I was
damage.
searching. Yep. Not really sure how Clancy's supposed to fight now too. I'm going to hold off on that one.
I'm pretty sure that
I think
the
I'm done.
servant isn't supposed to fight.
I have an action listed here, but I'm going to hold off on that because I want to read out a little more. I think I'm a little confused on that one.
Okay. And I'll have to get clarification if you can make them both act in your turn as a bonus action. It seems like a lot.
Okay.
Okay. Helios, you're up.
Okay, what would I need to roll to try and climb on top of this block of ice?
For athletics.
All right, with Darren helping me, would that give me advantage?
Yeah.
Cool.
yay.
Before I do, okay. Yeah. Knowing how bad I am, I'm going to give myself guidance and pull myself up.
Good idea. Like it.
Oh, very good idea.
How do you do that? Fucking hell.
It is, okay, so it is not graceful, and it is barely, and it's a lot of scrambling and kind of smashing against the ice. You do manage to get on top of the ice blocks with the ice block with Darren. But it is I cannot put into words how embarrassing this kind of is for you.
Honestly, it's probably more embarrassing for Darren than it is for me.
That's also fair.
Right. Okay. Now that I'm on the block, I've used guidance. Would I have to make any check or anything to try and like throw myself onto the land mass next to
It
Hawthorne?
would be an athletics check to jump that far, but it'll be a low DC, but also I have said that before, so...
I'm going for it. That's so funny. for 19.
You so terrified throw yourself well onto the land.
I did it.
Good job.
Thank you for your help.
Fucking alligators at 10 one now. That's definitely. You just hear Darren mumbling to himself. Bunch of swears.
Wonderful. I love it.
Fucking stupid and fucking. Oh.
Hawthorne,
He's
you're
not
up.
happy. Not happy at all. I didn't ask them to come. I did not ask them to come.
All right, Hawthorne, what you doing?
The funniest thing Hawthorne could do right now is to undo the shape water and let Darren fall. And I'm not going to do that because I'm not an asshole. It just made me laugh to think about.
Yeah, like watching Darren as a solid surface just goes away. He looks down, looks at you, and says, "Fuck," and just falls in the water.
Computer, remove plank.
It doesn't happen until you look down though, like you're the road runner.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mid jump, like right as I'm about ready to leap, it just gives out. Oh no.
Okay. So currently the only one. Okay, so we have to get Darren and the professor and Annis onto solid land is the current problem.
Darren, Annis, and the professor's pets.
Okay, do we is our group plan to, should I attack the alligators or should I make it easier to cross?
Easier to cross would be preferable.
So did Helio grab the rope that Annis threw out?
Nope.
No.
I think she reeled it back in to tie to the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And don't worry about the pets.
I wasn't going to. It's a dickish thing to say, but Darren would not care.
Could Hawthorne find like a specifically sturdy, like a solid like log or something?
Sure.
Something that like the dagger could like stick in, basically, is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you can find
I'd
something. Yeah.
I want to do that, and then I want to like, Hawthorne, Hawthorne begins to push, and with her measly 7 strength, realizes that that's not going to go anywhere. So she just jumps on it up and down to try to stake it to the ground. And then my goal here is to give Anise like something to throw the dagger into to create like a rope across. Does that make sense, or is that complete?
No, makes sense to me. It's like
Okay,
a guiding rope,
that's
so you can pull your ice boat.
Right. I was thinking just to give basically whatever she wants to do with the rope, to give her like something to
Find purchase
like,
with, so she can cross with the rope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is my idea.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of things that feels like action and bonus action both.
Yeah, that's gonna be your whole turn.
Okay.
There's a lot of scurrying happening.
Yeah, it's like the sound of whenever a dog is like trying to get onto its 4 legs on linoleum flooring, so they like that skittering sound. And whatever's at the end, it is not very pretty, but it could get the job done. And that is my turn.
Okay. Darren, you're up.
Isn't it the alligator's turn?
Oh, it is the alligator's turn. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
Okay. So the green one is going to attack the thing that attacked him.
Makes sense.
It's going to be a 23 bite attack.
I'm going to assume a 23 does hit, right, Jim?
Yep. I'm just reading something. Thunder poses advantage. It has a deflect attack. Defender can impose disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature it can see within 5 feet of it. Provided the attack roll is against a creature. Oh, never mind. Guess it's against anybody other than itself.
Mm-hmm.
What was the damage?
8 points of piercing. And it is currently grappled.
It is currently dead.
Okay.
You dead weasel.
Lulu gets wrecked by a crocodile.
Something made of steel, and they have no heal. They have 0 hit points.
Very tiny.
8 points wouldn't wreck me, but damn, it would hurt like a bastard.
Alright, Darren, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my final leap across. You said athletics or acrobatics, right?
Yep.
It's a 13.
Yeah. Easy enough.
Oh, thank God. So the alligator isn't. The alligator look like it's coming in our direction, right? I mean, there's like
Yeah.
no doubt in my mind.
It got
Alright.
distracted by the steel defender. It was like, this is a thing? Is this food? No, it's not food. Okay, find food.
So I'm definitely gonna hit not the one that hit the steel defender, but the other one that's closer with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And it's 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
That is. Let me just make sure. Applications. Back here. Here's. I have Lance of Lethargy. So I do 9 points of force damage. And I reduce the creature's speed by 10 feet until the end of my next turn. So it can only move. He move up his speed minus 10 feet.
Okay.
I don't know. If it's 40, they can only go 30.
Sure.
And that's my turn.
Sounds good. Annis, you're up.
Alright, time to... I see what Hawthorne's doing, but Anise is just kind of like looking at her like, I don't think so. So she's gonna try jumping on the ice block. what was it, athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
I got a +5 in acrobatics, so let's go with that.
Okay.
That is a 21.
You land gracefully and you don't understand what all this problem was for.
Alright, and I am going to continue to jump to the other side.
Alright, one more check.
Do I need one more check? Okay. That was a 19.
Yeah, easy enough. What? Why was all this fuss happening?
Oh, that was easy. Why all having you? Yeah. Why were all you having problems? Jeez.
To be fair, I didn't have any problems whatsoever. It was this one who had problems. I just couldn't drag this one out of the damn water. We booted him.
Alright, after jumping across, do I still have an attack action, or does that take...
I'll let you have an attack. I'll let you have an attack. It was mostly
An
movement.
attack.
I'll let you have an attack.
Alright, I am going to use my roped dagger, and I'm gonna try aiming towards the head of the alligator that's closest to us.
Sounds good.
Does a 16 hit?
16 definitely hits.
It is 6 points of damage.
It's looking fucked up.
That alligator looks fucked up.
Good.
I agree.
Alright, I don't think I could pull the rope to dislodge the dagger, could I?
Not on this round.
Alright. Alright, that'll end my turn then.
Okay. Professor, you're up.
So, seeing Hula in the water, broken, gets a little annoyed. Goes over to Clancy, and Clancy you've only ever seen crawl everywhere. As he does actually have a fly speed. He bounces a little bit, hops up in the air, and then a couple of his legs just start spinning, almost like a little propeller. And he actually has a 30-foot fly speed. Yep. So he's going to fly over to this one here. And he can also channel magic. So he's going to channel one of my spells. He's going to channel, now that everybody's out of the water, Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to go start a farm somewhere, because none of my characters can do shit.
But they're entertaining.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. So he lands on him, taps him on the head, makes a few sparks, and then keeps going the rest of the way over to me. That's my turn.
If it makes you feel any better, I can't really jump for shit.
This is true.
I think this is just low-level pains.
Oh, the pain.
I'm just rolling nice, but compared to trying to take your teammate out of the water, apparently I can't roll good on that. If it affects someone else, I'm not good at it. If it's myself, I'm a loner.
Okay.
Well, that was my entire
Damn.
turn. Someone else. Turn.
Vampire be vampire.
Helios, you're up.
Go away, go away, go away! And I'm gonna Ray of Frost the alligator here.
Okay.
$17 to hit for 8 cold damage.
You freeze the alligator to death.
Good. Oh. It was super effective.
We can now use the alligator to get across.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got it hooked on your deck.
Ice beats water. Who knew?
Using it
Yeah,
like a
assuming one of you is
Venetian
strong
gondola.
enough to pull it.
Nah, well that's
No.
decent.
We need someone to get a straw hat, just going down the traditional alligator boat.
So both alligators dead, or is the other one just slowed?
No,
The other one.
the other
is not
one's
slowed.
untouched.
It's a
Besides
snail
the-
one, so I
One's
assume
like-
that's what it meant.
The other one's like munching on the metal weasel, being like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, he's still trying to eat that weasel.
Yum, yum, yum.
The good news is I'm looking at the map and it looks like we can cross like we can cross the next island, that like that the next island has like a much smaller gap, so that we could do the frozen water trick again. And this time it should be. Oh, actually, I then looked a little bit ahead, and I don't know how we'd get from that island to the next island.
Still about the same. It's about the same distance.
Do we like the idea of doing the ice block trick again, or does someone have?
You're getting
Or-
a little ahead of yourselves.
Nope.
You
Yeah,
should
no, we
you
haven't
should
even
probably survive this island first.
That's an excellent point.
And Turi would kind of like to get Lula back.
Okay. How would you like to get it back from the alligator?
I could
Tula
freeze
takes
the
off his
alligator.
hat. Tula takes off his hat, holds it up, and this is the first time he's actually not really caring. Puts his hand behind his back, and you'll see part of his shell opens up in the back. Almost looks like a little compartment. Just kind of tosses it inside. Takes some of his clothing that's already soaked anyway, but you know, some of it's more restricting stuff. Folds it up, sticks it in there, closes it. You hear it kind of sealing a bit. Looks at Clancy. Fun. And I'm just going to go in the water, head towards it, claws out.
Okay, well that'll be your turn. We're
Okay.
not quite there yet.
Oh, that's fine. I was saying that's what I will be doing at my turn.
Okay, Hawthorne, you're up first.
Huh. Okay. What did someone? What has been done to this alligator?
It was hit once with 8 force damage. That's it.
I'm gonna hit it with the guiding bolt, and I get 2 of the one that there was the one that I did not. There was the reaction one, and then I get 2 of these for free, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna. Natural 20.
Okay.
That's 8d6 damage,
What? No.
For guiding bolt?
because guiding bolt does 4d6, and on a crit it would be 8d6.
Oh, crit rules. Depends what crit rules we're
Oh.
using for the game.
That's true. I should not have rolled damage before I asked. How does crit
What-
work for this?
Okay, so one thing, no, you don't get 2 of them.
Oh,
if you don't use your-
it's a subclass feature.
Okay, you get to cast Guiding Bolt twice in the same action.
Oh no. That's just that's a spell. It's a spell. I can cast it. That's just a resource thing that I can use.
Okay,
That's a resource thing.
that doesn't mean you get to cast it twice in the same round, though.
Oh no, I did not. I was sorry. I did not cast it twice in the same round. I was saying that I cast it the first time, and then I didn't, and then that reaction I didn't use. And that was the one that I didn't use. I was just sorry. This turn I only cast one guiding bolt.
Big
Sorry.
Jeff was just thinking out loud.
Okay.
And the guiding bolt that I hit, the guiding bolt that I cast was a crit.
Okay.
What crit rules are you using? Are we rolling double the dice, doubling the dice?
Normally it's max damage plus what you roll, is what I go with.
Brutal crits.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I will re-roll then.
I mean, either way, you're gonna destroy it.
I mean, I'd just take the 33 and call it a day.
Yeah.
It's dead. I can't imagine.
In the future,
Let's
though, if you spend a reaction with a spell and you don't, and the reaction isn't triggered, the spell is still used.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
I like the image of the professor, like, putting his stuff away, preparing to dive back into the water, and there's just this explosion of light, and alligator goes everywhere.
Yes. It is exploded.
Dramatic, emotional moment. Alligator gets everywhere.
Hawthorne is definitely reaching her hand out like, holy shit. Like, clearly did not expect that.
Whoa. Light super
Yeah.
effective as well.
You feel a big giant hand hit you in the back as Darren's like, nice job, Hawthorne.
Okay.
Thanks. She she starts gnawing on one of the discarded alligator chunks.
Alright, Professor, you're going to get your stuff. We're out of officially out of initiative for the moment.
The professor's going to pull an alligator nostril from my forehead and hand it off to Hawthorne and say, thank you, and then go into the water to get Lulu.
Okay.
Lulu out, bring him to the shore. I may need a few minutes.
Do we see anything in the tree line at all? Moving forward?
Not at the moment. You can roll a perception check if you'd like.
I would love to. It's not good. Perception. It's a 9.
No, it looks fine.
It's fine. Darren's gonna keep going then.
Okay.
Looks good.
Did anyone take damage during that?
No, I don't think so.
You
A
ask, and
metal
we got it,
weasel.
Lula. So I actually can't fix her right now. So I'm going to just cover her with branches, and I'm going to have to come back and do it another time. Because I swapped spells out, and I swapped out mending.
Whoops.
And she could repair herself, but she's got to at least be functioning first. So
I have a little room in my bag if we want to bring her with us.
she's big. She's like big.
Good. All right. I probably can't carry them.
Oh, he's taking branches and is covering her up and making note of where they are. And he's a little quiet at the moment.
All right, Jim, this is where you're benefiting from us live streaming this game, because chat has some commentary that you could spend a level 1 spell slot and take a full minute.
Ah, I shall do that then. Thank you to whoever said that.
All right.
Alright. Aaron's gonna go get himself killed by walking further into the forest as they're
And it comes back with
guessing, right?
full HP.
Nice.
She lives.
Hey. Ah, it goes up. Hey, whoa, woo.
Would anyone, Helios, would you like to be able to jump good?
I would adore the ability to jump good.
Spores spring from underneath your feet, and they release a dust over you, and she casts jump on you, and now your jump speed is tripled for 8 hours.
I'm just gonna start bouncing around.
And this is, oh wait, no, she does that, she's going to do that when actually it's time to jump, because it only has a duration of 1 minute. Never mind, I was completely wrong.
I go to jump and just trip and fall on my face.
Do that later, sorry.
It's all right.
Okay. So, you guys heading further onto the island?
Oh yeah. Damn straight.
I'm like squeezing swamp water out of my robes.
Riser's opening up the part of his shell that's sealed. He's pulling his coat out and pulling his hat out and pulling a few things out of there.
I really need to learn the magic that dries your clothes.
Yes.
Press the much whatchamacallit.
Helios.
Hello.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, wonderful. 3.
Cool.
Fuck.
Give me a moment.
Walking forward, squeezing out my robes.
Aaron's going, Helios, no!
There's where you find the leeches.
So you sink 4 feet into the ground as you step into quicksand.
Yeah!
And you are currently restrained.
Huh.
Stay calm.
I
Calm.
think the ground's eating me. Slowly. Very,
Alright.
very slowly.
Just don't move.
Yeah, nope,
Right.
I'm fine. This isn't so bad.
You got you got that rope.
Yeah. And I will, as they were walking, Ines was unwrapping her dagger after pulling it back out of the frozen alligator and
Here, give it to me.
gives the rope to Bear.
Most
Aaron's
parties
gonna
have a rogue to check for traps. This one has Helios.
I'm gonna use spider climb. I'm gonna climb up this rock and get to the top.
Yep.
And I'm gonna throw the rope down
Mhm.
to Helios.
Okay.
I will take the end of the rope and I will around the arm or around the waist?
Pretty sure your waist is under the quicksand at the moment.
Oh, I'm thinking very quickly.
You're 4 feet into the quicksand, my man.
You're like you're almost like your armpits.
I'm like
is where you're up to.
5'6". I don't have a whole lot of space left. I'm wrapping it rapidly around my arm and holding on for dear life.
Do one of you come up here and help me? Would that be possible?
Walk over. Carefully.
Hawthorne's gonna jump and then use all 7 of her strength to pull. It's not gonna help much, but she's gonna try. Oh, and cast guidance on Darren.
Darren, you can roll with advantage.
Advantage and D4 for guidance.
It'll be a strength check.
Alright. That wasn't a good. Okay, I'll take the 7 over that. That's +4. So that's 11 minus 1 for a 10.
10. A 10 does not succeed.
Did you roll guidance?
I did.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
Helios, you are fully pulled under the quicksand. As you are pulled another 3 feet down.
I think we're gonna have
Okay.
I'm looking at the.
Well, that's a lost cause.
I'm looking at the list of things that Hawthorne can turn into. And I'm trying to see if any of them.
Darren is just going to hear in their head, pull harder as I cast message.
Helios, what's your constitution modifier?
I have a 15, so +2.
Okay, cool.
See, now, again, I can hold my breath and just go down and get him, but somehow I don't think if you could pull them, you're not going to definitely have a sure as hell not going to be able to pull me.
So why don't you climb up here, take the rope, and I'll help you.
I'm already here. I've got the rope. I was hoping.
You have to move your token.
I didn't know you were over here.
Hawthorne is going to this is so fucking dumb, Jeffrey. Druids are great. I'm going to bite down onto the rope and then I'm gonna turn into a horse.
Alright.
Because that's the thing that has the highest strength modifier of everything that she can turn into at this level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Anaconda?
the anaconda isn't nearly as funny as the pole horse.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was
a horse.
It's very funny that Hawthorne thought of that first. And she's gonna then try to use her horse strength.
You can make it with advantage because you're getting help.
Darren smacks the horse's ass to pull.
That's okay. That's 15 with the horse's strength.
I don't have guidance. I'm sorry.
It is getting increasingly hard to pull up. Pull Helios up. God. As they are firmly stuck, is there anything anyone else can do this round to maybe pull Helios out?
I mean, we could all help, but I don't know. I don't really have anything.
No, I don't either.
I'm going to start trying to like Ray of Frost the quickstand around me. Just constantly trying to freeze the quickstand so it's got something I can push against.
Nope. I could use a tree for leverage, just about it.
Okay, I will let you all roll one more. Before
Well, I'll
Helios
again.
sinks again.
The horse was the best I got.
Who's got the highest strength?
The horse.
Horse sword has +3. Does anyone have higher than +3?
Oh no, I got -1.
I got a 0, but I rolled a 16.
I might have something to assist. I'm checking.
If everyone works together, that will lower the DC.
Everybody's giving it a tug.
So, I can't believe it. So, guidance is a range of touch, but it doesn't say I have to see the person I'm touching, right? I'd like to meta magic distance spell and cast guidance on the horse.
Yes, please.
There you go.
Oh, but I'm pretty sure guidance has a verbal component.
It does. Never mind. I'm not opening my mouth.
I'm about to say you can,
Well-
but you will sacrifice 1 minute of air. But it'll increase your chances of being able to get the hell out.
Wow, even Ray of Frost has a verbal component. I'm not doing that either.
A lot of spells do have a verbal component.
Well, the rope is down there. Can Helios try and pull themselves up?
Well, if all of us work together, she just said that it's going to decrease the DC. We use the horse.
I rolled.
To pull.
I guess the horse is pulling.
I'm pulling.
Should I roll now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that guidance.
Okay. I'm rolling just 2d20s and beyond 20. I add a +3 to this. That's a 16. That's
Hey!
a 16. Is what I
Yeah.
rolled a 6. I rolled a 16, not a 25.
Okay.
Oh, because it added it together. That's why.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, with all of you pulling, you manage to get Hawthorne out of the quicksand, clinging to this rope on the side of the rock.
Bleh.
But we still need to get Helios out.
Oh, I'm sorry, you get Helios out, sorry. On that note, I think it might be time to go for the night. Anyway, but yes, you get Helios out of the quicksand.
I'm picturing Wallace and Gromit style, gets flung out, still flying through the air, covered in gook, still holding onto the rope.
Hawthorne has to get off of the rock because she is a horse.
course, of course.
Just sidestep like you do in Breath of the Wild.
Helios,
Helios.
formerly your robes were just wet and icky from the mud. Now your robes are mud. You are a muck monster.
I want to go home.
And on that note, we're going to call it for tonight.
Oh man.
So here's the fun thing is like, so now do we have Hawthorne change out of the horse form, or do we see if we can get more mileage out of this for another
I
hour?
feel like we need to get more mileage out of it because none of us is strong enough to face the challenges ahead.
Well, think of it this way. Do we want to reenact the never-ending story? There could be more quicksand.
Artax, no!
Don't worry, if there's more quicksand, Helios will find it.
Yeah, we gotta end it for tonight just because those were some
Those were certainly
spectacular
some rolls.
rolls.
Oh, yeah, we did so well tonight.
Your dice are all trying to kill you.
Spectacular. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Do not think that word means what you think it means.
Oh my god. Started off great. Apparently I know how to almost kill things, but geez, when it comes to saving people, I'm just not good at that. Still learning.
Started
Although-
off the game with Helios getting lost by being distracted by flowers, and then falling into alligator-filled swamp water, and then being swallowed by quicksand.
Helios is
I have
falling
a
into
feeling-
a weird trope, and I love it, but damn, it's gonna be rough for them.
Yeah, I have a feeling Helios is not familiar with adventuring.
Are you bad luck? I don't think so.
Darren's
Are you
feeling
bad
that
luck?
it was a good thing that we left Helios behind. You see, Darren's
Oh,
thinking to himself, maybe the next time Helios gets trapped in quicksand, we just say, "Oh no, Helios got lost again. No," and walk off.
In 50
Alright.
sessions, Helios and Darren will be best friends.
yeah.
It's just
At
it
least
takes
one of them
time.
will think so.
I'm
Right.
sorry, Darren. You are not immune to finding yourself in a family.
We'll see how that holds up.
Amazing.
Once
Alright.
the family finds out that he drinks blood this far. Actually, Hawthorne will probably be like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, Anise doesn't judge.
You
See,
were
Hawthorne,
going to kill the
A lot of
mayor.
things each has blood in it.
I feel like Hawthorne would be like, yeah, it's a good source of iron.
Okay, have a
I've been a
good...
vampire squid before. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Sorry. Do you
Alright,
have any
everyone.
relations to a vampire squid? Or vampire bat?
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a
Night.
good night, everyone.
night,
Thank you all for the
everyone.
game.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
2
Bye-bye.
weeks.